some new features on prisonplanet.tv as well. Now, continuing, imagine, it says the hair-thin chip was developed by an international team of scientists, researchers from the United States, China, and Singapore, and is described in the Journal of Science, and then it goes through it. Imagine the spy capabilities of this. You think there's already problems with perverts that own salons or tanning places or gyms where good-looking women are working out who are videotaping women in the shower or getting dressed? You think there's a problem with public schools under federal grants watching kids over their laptops at home and admitting it, or putting them in the school bathrooms just to see if they can get away with it? And in most places they do. Yeah, we're watching your sons and daughters shower. It's for their security. And then from Tennessee to California, it's come out in mainstream news that it's hooked into federal nets, and the feds are watching your kids. I mean, it's just stick their hands down your pants at the airport, microwave you. It's all about pimping. It's all about the pimp game. It's all about dominating, breaking your will, training you to accept more and more, moving the Overton window. What's the Overton window? We've talked about it for more than a decade. Glenn Beck's got a book out about it. That's why I'm mad at Glenn Beck, because the book is so accurate and so good. How can he then not tell the whole truth once he's on the air? Well, I guess he did start telling the truth and got fired. I don't want to get off into Glenn Beck. The point is that the Overton window is what is politically acceptable. 50 years ago, America was a different, safer place in many respects. But the family's a thing of the past in many cases. It's under assault where it's left. Crime has exploded. Society degenerated. They have moved the Overton window. They have gotten you to accept anything. And that's why they're going, yeah, there are some camps for your safety now. But you're still a conspiracy theorist if you think they're bad. They're there to help you. Okay? Now, speaking of drones, Big Sis gives green light for drone that tases suspects from above. Mini chopper, and we have some video of this for prisonplanet.tv viewers. Let's roll that in the background. Big Sis gives green light for drone that tases suspects from above. Now, I remember a decade ago in Jane's Weapons Quarterly seeing these drones that look like flying saucers. It's just a helicopter blade inside a protective dome that have long-distance taser rockets they fire at you, similar to what police have fired out of shotguns, nerve gas, knockout gas, regular shotgun rounds, poison darts, you name it. Now, they've got a new helicopter out that Big Sis is bellying up to and saying they're going to purchase some of. Remember a couple of years ago, a company came out with taser bracelets for all air traffic, for all commercial flyers. Every man, woman, and child will wear a taser bracelet around their wrist. And Homeland Security actually had meetings and said they would like to adopt this if they can sell it to the public. But first, they got to stick their hands down your pants. The Shadow Hawk is a 50-pound mini drone chopper that can be fitted with the XERP taser with the ability to fire 4 barbed electrodes that can be shot at a distance of 100 feet, delivering the neuromuscular incapacitation to the victim. The drone can travel a top speed of 70 miles per hour and can operate for 3.5 hours over land and sea. And it shows them chasing the evil patriots here in the videos, the company videos. Very proud of it. Chasing them down and catching them. That way the officers don't have to get in danger. Ah, yes, but is it a crack dealer selling government crack shipped in? No, it's not that type of criminal. No, it's the person who was trying to run to the hills to get away from the system. They didn't want to take the chip. They didn't want to turn their kids over for the new behavioral injection that they are now rolling out and announcing, that you'll take these shots and never get angry at the government again, never be depressed again. Times of London, Associated Press. He doesn't want to take the shot Oh, you better believe those operating the helicopter are the computer systems that'll operate them in the future without the need of man. You know, they've had their injections in this near-future dystopia. But did the near-future dystopia deliver the life extension that Steve Jobs was looking for? No, it didn't deliver it. You can keep somebody alive for 7 years that would normally die in 1 year from that form of cancer. So see, all the evil arrived, but all the goodies that were to be for you, it's not going to.
OpticsPlanet.com is where discerning gun owners and outdoorsmen go to gear up. Optics Planet has the best selection of rifle scopes, red dots, night vision, holsters, bags, and tactical gear on the planet. With always low prices, free shipping on most orders, and expert customer service. Go to OpticsPlanet.com/GCN to get a free gift with purchase. That's OpticsPlanet.com/GCN or call 800-332-OPTICS. 800-332-6784.
Democrats, Republicans, have you had enough? Want real change? Then change yourself. Join a new political party formed to liberate the American people from the banksters who have overthrown the republic. If you agree with maximum liberty, limited government, and traditional morality, then you agree with American Third Position. Get more information now. Call 800-513-4928 or go to a3p.me. That's A3p.me. It's time to take America back.
Congratulations to our friends at eFoodsDirect.com. In August, they celebrate 30 years in the long-term storable food business. To celebrate, eFoodsDirect.com is offering the lowest price ever on their 1-year Freedom Food Supply, even less than the price in 1981. For a limited time, you get 30% off a 1-year Freedom Supply, which provides 3 hearty meals per day for 1 adult. The Freedom Supply includes a large variety of fruits and vegetables, dairy, legumes, grains, sprouting seeds, and more. Plus, you get a generous supply of their quick fix meals. This is the most complete, extensive, and affordable unit they have ever offered. Call 800-409-5633 or go to eFoodsDirect.com/Alex and get 30% off a 1-year food supply. If you have ever considered getting a supply, now is the time. Call 800-409-5633. That's 800-409-5633 or eFoodsDirect.com/Alex. Our rights as individuals to freely purchase dietary supplements over the counter are under constant attack. The globalists want to ban all supplements formulated after 1994. Governments are hoarding raw materials, affecting our ability to purchase these products at a reasonable price. Even organic foods are stripped of nutrients due to overuse of soil and compromised growing conditions. Storable foods are essential, but you also need to make sure you have the nutrients you need to stay healthy during emergencies. Go to survivalrx.com today and see the amazing line of storable supplements they have to protect the ones you love. The owners of survivalrx.com have been in sports nutrition for over a decade, and they realize the need for long-term storable vitamins. The result is a triple nitrogen flushing method, which allows these vitamins to maintain their strength for decades. Again, go to survivalrx.com. That's survivalrx.com.
Are you tired of spending money for metal canning lids year after year? Then stop. Stop buying metal lids and get Tatler reusable canning lids. Made of USDA and FDA-approved food-grade plastic, Tatler canning lids let you safely store emergency preparedness foods for years. Traditional metal lids are single-use throwaways that contain BPA, but Tatler canning lids are indefinitely reusable and guaranteed to last a lifetime when used as designed for home canning and contain no BPA. Tatler lids are dishwasher safe, perfect for standard pressure or water bath canning, eliminate food spoilage from acid corrosion, fit standard mason jars, and are proudly made in the USA. Place orders by phone at 877-747-2793 or go to reusablecanninglids.com. That's 1-877-747-2793 or go to reusablecanninglids.com. That's reusablecanninglids.com. Tatler Reusable Canning Lids, the original since 1976. People 16 years ago about the military training police, working with police,
secretly being involved in law enforcement activities. And folks would say, that's insane. We're not a third world country. We're not Soviet Russia. Come on, that's crazy. And I'm like, well, here's the proof. Here's the Rand Corporation. Here's documents. Here's eyewitnesses. Here's an emergency manager from Kingsville, Texas, who's a veteran who was approached about martial law preparations. I mean, this stuff is going on. And it's been going on for a long time as the bankers' eye taken this country down. They're making great profits creating the derivatives in the last 15 years to buy the world up through their fraud. But in the final equation, if they don't then put in a dictatorship of the military-industrial complex, then the oligarchs will end up getting in trouble for wrecking the society. But if they wreck it, then they get to take it over if they stay in charge. It's very simple. That's why they will bring in hardcore tyranny, because they know you've woken up. They know you're only going to get more and more awake. So they're racing to try to find police and military that will engage in thuggism. And they know a lot of police and military won't do it in person to person. So they're going to robots. They're going to drones. They're going to combat remote control mini tanks that pack incredible firepower. And they're now moving towards pre-programmed, where if you don't have the right transponder code, they just send these weapons in and send these robots in, and they've been using them for at least 8 years in Iraq, in Fallujah and other areas. I mean, here come robots that kill you deader than a hammer, and they're only showing the public 30-year-old technology. I'm going to tell you again, I had family involved in the development 40-plus years ago in robots for crowd control. My grandfather was given a government contract for it, but they only bought the prototypes. This is what they've been obsessed with. They do not want to have to rely on humans. They're moving into systems where robots work on the robots, where a remote control robot 18-wheeler goes out and picks up the broken down robot, drives it back to a robot facility with robots working on robots. They don't have it down yet. They've got the truck that'll go. They've got the assembly line that works. They've got robots that work on the robots, but they still got to have humans that then work on that. But they're getting very close to not needing us. And that's why the founder of Apple talked about we're going to be computers' pets. We're going to be the elites' pets who've programmed the computers to program us. It's come out that computer games, TV, all these iPads, they're programming us. They're changing the way we think. That's why they call it programming. This is the reality. And so, of course, at an instinctive level and at an intellectual level, I see the balance of power way out of whack. I see predatory, anti-human, very sadistic, psychopathic elites, bare minimum, sociopathic, and they enjoy their work. I see them coming in and amassing this giant arms race against humanity, weaponizing the food, building in systems to reduce fertility and increase cancer. On record, every major GMO crop has had that engineered into the back door. You think the function is to use less water or be able to live in this certain herbicide? That's only one of the functions. It has multiple traits. And they go, oh, it's a side effect that's killing honeybees. It's a side effect that's reducing fertility. It's a side effect BT corn being eaten all over the world. Soon it'll be the majority corn that you're eating is causing birth defects, is causing massive cancer increases. Don't believe me? Just type in BT corn linked to cancer, infertility. You'll get mainstream news. It's a trait engineered on purpose. This is the situation that we're facing. This is the situation that we're dealing with as a society and a civilization. We're under attack. You know, I told you years ago that they're putting different radioactive isotopes in the water supplies. I beat the drum loud enough. Suddenly I saw newscasts all over the country going, we don't know why there's radiation in the water. The government covered it up. Rick Perry covered it up in Texas. And they go, oh, gee, it must be in the aquifers, ladies and gentlemen. It's in the sodium fluoride. They mine it out of phosphate mines where it comes from. That alone, does it tell you They've been doing this for 50-something years. The IQs of